crafting journey here. December 22nd, 2020. That's a lot of twos. December 22nd. So 12, 22, 20. Okay. Yes, I am still sledding into town. I feel like this is like my permanent painting. But you know what? You see all this confetti here? I'll get through it. I'm going to be honest, I don't work on it as much as I should. I've been doing a lot of crochet, but I'm done. Everything is, all the gifts are done. Well, no, I take that back. I still have to finish the fingerless gloves. I finished one glove, started the other, so I just have this part of the other one to do. No big deal. But other than that, it's all done. So what did I do? I start myself another hat. But I'm going to come out here and just start diligently working on it. The problem is it's so dang cold out here. I'm going to go get a space heater. We're going to get it done. Anyway. It's such a beautiful painting. I don't know. I'm just so into the yarn arts these days. I guess, everything comes and goes, it goes in phases. Like I'll have my yarn phase and then I'll go back to the diamond painting phase and then, but yes, this is looming large right here. A package. We got a package. Yay. This was a gift from Nereda, who is like my yarn fairy godmother. God, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have made this hat. I wouldn't be crocheting probably at all. But now I'm super, super into it. And this is a special thing that she got me. So let's proceed to spill everything off the table. Oh God. So yesterday, oh, it's a pen. Let's pick it up. Well, that's why my pens are all dried up, because I don't put the cap back on. This carpet is so hard to roll on. Oh my God. All right, so yesterday, I don't know if I told you guys, like last week, I stubbed my toe. I think I did tell you that story. And it's all purple. And, so last night I'm in the kitchen trying to bake. And I use the word trying. Nothing got baked. I stubbed the other two. Well, there's 5 toes. So I stubbed 2 of the other 5 toes. No, that didn't come out right. I stubbed 2 of the 5 toes, but not the one I stubbed originally. So now I've got 3 injured toes. And oh my God, that hurt so bad. I don't know what is wrong with me. There was a case of water on the floor and my foot got snagged on it. And man, I almost went down, not because of the trip or because I tripped over it, but because of the pain. Oh my God, it was painful. All right, back to the package. So this whole, the knee, the leg, the foot, the toes, we're just going to get rid of it. Anyway. All right, let's see if we can get this open. So I watched another Hallmark movie last night. Why do I keep watching them? I don't know. They just all have interesting stories, and they're all the same stories. We know how they're going to end. But I watch it, and then now I'm trying to predict. Am I correct about the 10-minute thing at the end? And last night I was. I looked, and I knew that the movie was going to end in 10 minutes. So I knew that everything was going to be resolved in the next 10 minutes. Wow. This is taped up really well. Holy moly. So I think at this point I have received everything that I have ordered in the mail. Now I haven't checked to see if my daughter got her package that I sent. I guess I could check on that. So unless it's a gift from a subscriber or something, then, you know, that may or may not get here. I'm not really looking for anything that I've ordered. Oh, that is not true. I've ordered some yarn and diamond paintings. The diamond paintings from TSA are not going to be here. Let me tell you what's going on with TSA. Oh my God. It's just always one thing after another. It's, you know, in China, they have also had a resurgence of COVID. So that has slowed everything down. Yeah. And oh, garbage alert. So, you know, it's all over the world. London, you know, Europe, it's just not going away. Now there's a different strain of it. Yeah, it's very depressing. You know, 2020 is ending, and we thought we were done with this whole mess, and now we find out that it's kind of like gone full circle. Oh, I'm super excited for this, guys. So we got a little, same as last time, there's a little invoice and a little, I saved this because it has some glue in case the pegs come out. This is a Cindy Wood loom. All right, so we're going to save that. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, she ordered pink. It's another loom. Now here's the one she got me before. She got me the smaller, the next size down. So this is for an adult hat, and if you look on the bottom of these Cindy Wood looms, it has the branding Cindy Wood loom, but then also over here it will tell you the gauge, 1/2 inch gauge, 60 pegs. So this is the adult size. But I want to do the Hat Not Hate campaign, and I want to loom knit some blue hats and send them into Lion Brand Yarn for the Hat Not Hate campaign. It's an anti-bullying campaign that goes on throughout the year, and they will be collecting these hats throughout the year. This is also branded Cindy Wood loom, and then it says 1/2 inch gauge, 56 pegs. So this would be for a young adult, which is what I want to put the Hat Not Hate hats on these looms. And probably what I'll do is just a simple brim hat, you know, knit stitch brim hat. So I have 2 Cindy Wood looms. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Narita. Thank you for thinking of me. This will, you know, I'm going to pay it forward. I'll be doing the Hat Not Hate hats on here. If you guys want to participate in the Hat Not Hate anti-bullying campaign, these hats go to young women in schools, you know, anybody who we might think could benefit from this anti-bullying. All the hats are usually navy blue, you know, dark blue-ish. I even took that ugly green yarn yesterday, traded it in. I got some more hot pink. I did not replace the yellow. I still have to look for a yellow. So I got some more of that hot pink. It's called Pretty in Pink. And I got some more blue for the Hat Not Hate campaign. So there we go. Now we can diamond paint. Diamond painting, diamond painting. Oh. So, I have to put my code in, my super secret code. So this day in history, I have to tell you guys, this album was probably one of my favorite albums of all times when I was a kid for Christmas. And in 1958, this song hit #1 on the charts. Now, in a million years, you won't guess what it is, but I absolutely loved it when I was growing up. I'll find the lyrics because I can't play the song. Christmas, Christmas time is near, time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast. Want a plane that loops the loop. Me, I want a hula hoop. We can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late. Now, the Chipmunks. Ha! It's probably copyrighted. I'll get a strike for that. But I loved that music. I would listen to that album over and over and over again. Now, I wasn't alive in 1958, but as I was growing up, I can remember my parents playing that thing, the Chipmunks album for us over and over. I just loved it. And, please Christmas, don't be... And it was just like a cute little, what was the guy's name? Dave. I think he was in charge of the Chipmunks, and they were always very naughty, and he was always trying to get them organized. It's truly very funny, very funny. But also, this day in history, Beethoven's Fifth Symphony premiered. Now, if you don't know what the Fifth Symphony is, it's right here. All right. So even Beethoven described this as impending doom. So you'll recognize the symphony right away, just by the openings. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. It goes on and on. So when this first premiered, and this was in 1808, this was it did not go off very well. It did, people don't even remember it from that night, because it was a 4-hour concert, and it was all Beethoven music for 4 hours. I probably would have shot myself. 4 hours of Beethoven. I can do about 10 minutes of Beethoven. So these people in Vienna, freezing cold. They're out for 4 hours in the freezing cold weather listening to this concert. The orchestra doesn't start Beethoven's Fifth until halfway through the program. They premiere this new song or symphony. It's not a song. It's a symphony. It goes on and on. And then halfway through the symphony, they decide to start over. It wasn't going well, so they decided they're just going to start that song over, symphony or over. So it wasn't till months and years later that the Fifth Symphony really got recognized, because that night it was sort of a disaster. But the interesting thing I found about Beethoven was that, much like me, he was a serial starter. He would work on several symphonies at the same time. Just like I like to work on different diamond paintings at the same time. So he was working on the Third Symphony when he started the Fifth. Then when he finished the Third, he was in the Fifth, and he started the Sixth. Does that sound familiar? More than one project at a time, which I thought was kind of interesting. I don't have either one of these. I think I've already finished these symbols. So let's put them away. Let's get out a symbol that we can do, which would be the slanted T, if I can find it. Oh, it's number 1. No wonder I can't find it. It's number 1. Why would I think to look on number 1? Golly. Oh, my word. If I ever finish this thing, it'll be a miracle. We're going to have a party when I finish this painting. Do 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 do. I'm going to be humming that song all day long. Do 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 do. It's a great song to diamond paint for. So 3 days till Christmas, guys. Who's excited? All my presents are wrapped under the tree. Yesterday when I went to Joann's, I got smart. I picked up some bags. So the rest of the stuff that I had to wrap went in bags. I wrapped them with tissue paper, put them in the bags, put them on, labeled them, put them under the tree. That's it. No more wrapping paper. Because, man, I just hate wrapping. I used to enjoy it, but not anymore. I don't know why, but. Oh, do, 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 do. Oh, also this day in history, I don't have a meeting with my boss. Yesterday, when I finished the morning show, I go in to my office and I get ready to start my day. I'm gonna, get organized for for today's meeting, and I'm gonna have my little outline and, be prepared. And I get to my computer, turn it on, and she's like, oh, meeting's canceled. I'm like, oh, yay. I guess she figured out nobody wants to have this kind of a meeting 3 days before Christmas. Or at least she didn't want to have that kind of meeting 3 days before Christmas. I really didn't care one way or the other. It's okay with me. I kind of want to get it over with now. But so I finished up my other work, and then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we had scheduled that my friend at work, this girl at work, she was kind of like my bestie at work, young girl. She and I would go for walks several times a day at work. She'd come over to my desk and she'd say, let's go for a walk. So we'd walk, if it was cold outside, we'd walk in the hospital. If it wasn't cold, we'd walk outside of the hospital. Lots of beautiful places to walk around that hospital. Because that hospital is, basically, it's an antique. The actual original hospital is still there, and they just built the other portion of the hospital like around it. And inside, like the hospital is this big square, and inside this big square is this beautiful church that was built in the 1800s, and they just built the hospital around. They built it, extended the hospital off the original building, and then built it around the church. It's amazing. Anyway, so we would go for these walks. Anyway, so long story short, COVID hits. She's pregnant now. She's due in January. And so yesterday we had a Zoom baby shower, and it was so awkward. It was really awkward. So my boss took over the presents that we got her and dropped off some punch and cookies and a balloon, and she had her sister and her mother there. So we talked for a little bit. You couldn't play any like baby shower games or anything like that because, you're on Zoom. It was just really weird. It just felt very impersonal. So she opened her packages and it was everything she wanted. She had registered for all of it, like little pink onesies. She's having a girl. Little pink onesies and in a few different sizes, which is a good thing. Diapers. She got diapers. She got wipes. A gorgeous diaper bag. What we did was we just pooled all of our money. We did a PayPal pool. We pooled all of our money, and then my boss went and bought it all, put it all in the diaper bag, and then she could unwrap it coming out of the diaper bag. And she said thank you, and then we were all just sitting there staring at each other. It was like the most awkward baby shower ever. It really was. We couldn't do the toilet paper game. I'm like, does anybody even remember? Do they still do that? Do they still do the toilet paper game at baby showers? And it just made me wonder, God, is anything ever going to go back to normal? Is there ever going to be what we consider normalcy in this world? I miss those kind of things, like going to baby showers, going to weddings, going to hugging people. Because I would have given her a big hug and told her good luck and all that stuff. because she was somebody I talked to every single day. During our walks, I knew she was trying to get pregnant, and I knew all the times that it didn't work, and she would, we would talk about it and how that it would happen someday. It's just sad because I don't know if that'll ever be the same again. I don't want to do Zoom meetings with people I love for the rest of my life. But so my son called me. The good news is I was so confused. I thought, he's like, Mom, what time do you want us to come over Thursday? I said, I don't want you to come over Thursday. I want you to come over Friday night. And he goes, you invited us for Christmas Eve. I said, yeah, Friday night. And he says, Mom, Christmas is Friday. I'm like, no, it's not. Christmas is Saturday. He's like, no, Mom, Christmas is Friday. Christmas Eve is Thursday night. He was right. Oh, when did that happen? They moved it. I feel like I lost a whole day. Oh my God, I'm getting so old. I had no idea that they moved Christmas. Anyway, so I gave him a time to be there Thursday night and hung up. And I was so embarrassed because sometimes I just feel really old when things like that happen. But I don't know why I thought Christmas was on a Saturday. So I don't have to work all week. I only have to work today and tomorrow. And then I have Christmas Eve off and Christmas Day, apparently, which is Friday. So, who knew? Oh, my goodness. So embarrassing. God, what was I thinking? Where did I get that from? That Christmas was on Saturday? Did somebody tell me that? I don't know. I've been watching too much Hallmark. So last night I went and I've just been so comfortable in my bed at night. I need to come in here and diamond paint and not get comfortable in my bed because I watched more of The Queen's Gambit. Oh my God, that's a really good show. So I'm up to the part where at the end the black girl that was her roommate at the orphanage, her friend at the orphanage shows up at her door. So that's where I'm at. And she's like, at this point, she is just like a train wreck. So hopefully this girl's going to help her. But then I was kind of like looking around to see what am I going to watch next, Oh, and thank you, Yvonne. Yvonne sent me, oh my God, the sexiest photo shoot of the guy that plays Damon Salvador in Vampire Diaries. And the man is just beyond sexy. And he was promoting this bourbon. He and the other guy from Vampire Diaries, the guy that played his brother, they started their own bourbon company. So they sell bourbon, and I think it's called Brothers something or other. So this photo shoot was to promote his bourbon. I've never even drank bourbon. I don't even know if I would like it. Is bourbon and whiskey are different, right? I don't even know. I have no idea what it tastes like. I can't imagine that it tastes good because I'm not a big liquor person, but man, Yvonne, I enjoyed that little photo shoot. I really did because he has the sexiest eyes. Of course, I think he's probably now in his 40s, so way too young for me. Well, maybe not, 60 is the new 40, right? So maybe not, I would have to clean myself up a little bit, get a haircut, do my nails, lose a little weight. I thought that was a cow over there. It's a dog. That is one big ass dog. Holy moly. How did I never see that before? I seriously thought there was a cow in this guy's yard. From a distance. Oh, my lips are chapped. This is the only thing I don't like about living in cold weather. Oh my God, my toes are chapped, my nails are chapped, my fingers are chapped. I go through so much lotion. It's ridiculous. And I use this Vaseline with shea butter in it, or yeah, and it works really well. Like you coat your feet in it, and then you put your feet into the socks. It works wonders. Um, but when I lived in Florida, that kind of thing just never happened. Like you didn't have to worry about your toes getting cracked or your fingers getting cracked. But here in the cold weather, although it's been much milder, we're into the hot pink portion of the temperature blanket. Like I said, like it got up to the 60s yesterday. Now it is supposed to be very, very cold for Christmas on Friday. Um, but no snow. Just cold. I don't think they're saying that maybe next week, maybe New Year's Eve, we'll have snow, but not Christmas Day. Mm-mm. Wow, I found a little section of color blocking here. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide. Oh, we didn't talk about what National Day it is. Yesterday, I had about 10 different national days to choose from. Today, just one. I don't know why nobody wants the 22nd to be a national day, but it is National Date Nut Bread Day. Yeah. So it's made with dates and it's made with nuts. So but they say I like dates. So a lot of people do not. I enjoy a date if it's cooked into a bread. But it's 80% sugar. Who wouldn't love it? Once when it's cooked, it's 80% sugar. But it's filled with vitamins. It's prevents heart disease. So hey, why not have some date nut bread? And nuts are healthy for you, so it's like eating a health food bar or something. I probably should have made that than what I did make yesterday. Yesterday, I followed this recipe for gingerbread, and it just did not seem right to me. There was no leavening agent in it, so I threw in some baking powder. I said, it can't hurt. Throw in some baking powder. But it just had this weird texture at the end, the dough did. But then I read in the recipe, it's going to be very dense and dry. Gingerbread cookies. Did I say that? I was making gingerbread cookies. Put it in the fridge for 2 hours. Well, I left it there overnight. So now the dough is hard as a rock. So I left it out on the counter to see if it softens up and I can maybe just put it into a ball. So something I can make cookies out of. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do like if I can get it to form a ball and I can maybe make some gingerbread men. I would like to do that. That is my goal. But I have enough flour and eggs and all that stuff to start over. I can make just like a basic sugar cookie. But I do want to make the cinnamon rolls. So today is Wednesday. I'm trying to think time-wise. If I have Wednesday. So I will make the cinnamon rolls tomorrow, Thursday, for Friday morning. Okay, that's the plan. And then I'm making a lasagna. So Mickey suggested that rather than cooking the noodle for the lasagna, which historically that's what I do, she said just put the noodle, uncooked into the lasagna and let it bake in the sauce. And I thought, I'm going to try that. So I'm going to do that. You have to bake it longer. So I need to look up baking times for when you do that, to make sure, because I don't want any like crunchy noodles. So I'll look up the times for it. Somebody else that maybe has that recipe, and I'll look up the times for it. But I trust her. She's done a lot of cooking in her lifetime. She's done a lot of everything in her lifetime. I've never met a woman that's had so many different careers than Mickey. So, what is today? Today is Tuesday. What's going to go on Tuesday? So tonight, gosh, not much. I'll either be diamond painting or crochet. I'm going to try to do some diamond painting. I really want to make some progress on this darn thing. I'm just loving this. This symbol is everywhere. This is great. Yay. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get some cookies baked tonight. My kitchen is not ideal for baking. There's not a lot of counter space. Thus, I stubbed my toe on the case of bottled water. God. It's like, what do they call that? A galley kitchen where it's just narrow. Anyway. Me, I want a hula hoop. I love that song, guys. Have a great Tuesday. Remember, 3 days to Christmas. Get everything done, get it wrapped, get it under the tree, and then have a hot cup of cocoa, sit by the fireplace, and sing the chipmunk song. Me, I want a hula hoop. Have a great day. I love you all. Bye. See you tomorrow.